Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for the preview for the North London derby. Yes, it's Arsenal against them lot, right? Do you really think they're going to get any sympathy on this channel? So yeah, well, we got the whole. Yeah, this is going to be a whole lot fun of banter and a whole fun of talking points as well. I've got Tommy Talks Ball on here. How are you, mate?
Yes, it's all good, man. I think, what is it? Less than 48 hours? Less than 48 hours to the game. Can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait. There was Luca here, so he's done the disappearance act, so it'll probably be back at some point. But yeah, we're gonna start off with obviously. Do you know what? We'll start off. With Tottenham. So off the back of 2-3-0 like hammerings, one thanks to good old Vieira. Whoa, Vieira.
Didn't think about that. I didn't think about that.
But yeah, how is like the last sort of 2 weeks of football been for you, and what has it sort of been coming down to realities from a really good start?
Do you know what? You mentioned Vieira at Palace. That one's done me in more. That loss has certainly done me in more. Oh, you know, Chelsea is sort of like our second biggest rivals behind you, maybe even third behind West Ham. But still, you know, Palace is no real rivalry. We always do bad at Palace too. They got a mad home ground, and their ultras are crazy. But yeah, that hurt. That was humiliating. That was just completely humiliating. We're outplayed as well. There was no luck. With that win that Palace put on us. It was well deserved. And in the opening 3 games, where it was well documented, we were top and you were bottom. Going into that international break.
Don't tell me I didn't hear the banter. I didn't hear the banter, and that was not from just.
I wasn't. Do you know what? I was one of them, of course, because it's never really happened. But when we looked at the performances, I knew it was never going to last. Not being above you, that will last. But in terms of us being top, no chance. Yeah. The performances in the first 3 games, even when we beat Man City, we were ultra negative, and we were lucky to win. Like Wolves, beat Wolves second game, we were lucky. Watford, went to the Watford game, was sort of fortunate in that one as well. So it was a matter of time. But Crystal Palace 3-0, I didn't see that coming, and we wanted to win that because of Vieira, because Vieira was in charge. We want him to lose his job, man. He might be going to you soon. By the looks of it.
Yeah, the way he keeps going, you know, he never knows what this Arsenal's like. The only thing I'd say is the last thing I want is, well, Arteta never had a legacy anyway, but if he does, and I don't want him losing his legacy whatsoever. So I'd rather he just stay there, right, and don't come near Arsenal. He's had his time. Got Luca in him now. How are you, mate?
Big up.
You're so lagging, it's unreal.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I know you're in Norfolk, but I'm in Norfolk, right? And the internet's
it's lagging, man. It's lagging.
You're both in Norfolk. How comes? You're both in Norfolk. How's that? Where's that? Norwich?
Yeah, well, I live in it. I live here.
Oh, fair play. I want to move to Norfolk. Norfolk's sweet.
Gone away for a weekend. I've gone. You live in don't you? You live in don't you?
Yeah, well, I'm living in Norwich, mate. It's called the hospital.
I'm in Norfolk.
So that is the hospital.
Far from Cromer, so.
I want to go Norwich. Apparently, it's a good city. There, Carrow Road's amazing. Even in the Championship, they fill that to capacity. Even in the Championship, man.
Do you know what? It's not that. Honestly, to be fair, it's not even that far away from. Like,
I wasn't far from there. Mate, I wasn't.
Hang on, it's not. It's Carrow Road is such a. It's not bad at all because where it's at as well. You go across the road and walk down a bit. You go into a sort of area where you got Frankie Benny's, loads of top restaurants. You got cinema there. You got bowling alley. I think there's a bowling alley. I don't know, but yeah, cinema area and that, and yeah, plus bars as well that you can go late nights for. So yeah, proper. It's a nice city, Norwich. I do like it. But Anyway, we're not here to discuss about Norwich and that. We're discussing about Arsenal.
Derby.
Yeah. So, Luca, how do you sum up with Arsenal at the minute?
To be honest, right, first, thanks for inviting me on for this preview. It's getting really hot now and getting very closer to it. No, what I feel about Arsenal this season, I just feel this season it's not been good enough. We all knew we had a difficult start. Brentford, Chelsea, Man City, and then we came off and won in between the West Brom in the Carabao Cup, beat Norwich and beat AFC Wimbledon and Burnley, which were pretty much as Arsenal winning games on paper. But I think this season's been dreadful. Like you go into the first 3 games, you all know it was very difficult. I thought we were going to beat Brentford. I didn't think we weren't going to beat Chelsea and Man City, but I thought maybe we would have a chance to scrape a draw against Chelsea. But to be honest, it's not good enough at the end of the day. And I think the signings have been poor, to be honest. And I think the Kong has been pretty much the best out of the bunch, and it's not good enough. It's not good enough, and we've spent the money on the wrong recruitment, and we've put ourselves into blame. We've put ourselves into the blame. Big up Solo, but Arteta and Edu have disappointed the fans. It's disappointed the fans, and we all know we needed someone alongside Thomas Partey. We needed that creativity midfielder, but we end up bringing Odegaard back, and I'm very disappointed with that.
I just want to play devil's advocate, though, right? Apart from the defeat to Brentford, we've won the games that we expected to win. The other 2 games were against the champions of Europe and the champions of England. So we were expected to get hammered. So to be fair, apart from the Brentford result, we've won the games that we expect to win. That obviously, don't get me wrong, I want the manager out, and I want Edu out. But like, you can't exactly have a go at him for losing one game. Really.
No. Yeah, but the thing is,
that's just me looking at it. I know you could if you look into it further, the performances in the games aren't good enough. Yeah, that's fine. But in the end, they made sure they've got a win and 3 points out of 2 critical games.
Yeah.
So you can't really have a you can't really
it's only 5 games, isn't it? I mean, it's only 5 games. It's only 5 games. So to start going crazy. But the problem is, with you lot, you've had Arteta for a while. So it's a good excuse for us to have. You know, Nuno's been there 5 games. We're seeing some pretty boring football, some negative football. But look, Nuno's early. You guys will tell me more than anyone about Arteta. We can look from the Spurs point of view and outside Arsenal, all the fans outside Arsenal. But I mean, what is the football different to last season or the season before? Is it the same?
It's not any different. And to be honest, it's actually more getting worse by the minute. When I look at it now, it's still it looks even more painful now to score goals and than it has ever been. I don't see it getting any better. It's far from it. And the more people figure out how Arteta plays, the more worse it's going to get. And I feel with, I mean, like I can see where Spurs there. He said you can use it as an excuse, and that's fine, especially when you've gone from a glass of champagne in Jose Mourinho to now a bottle of beer in Nuno. So you've gone from like the very top to the very like.
But they're both useless. It don't matter. They're both useless and play negative football. So it don't. Yeah, they're the same manager. When we was at Wolves, when we was talking to Wolves fans, they're saying the same thing. He's Jose Mourinho Mark II. And this is when Wolves still had Nuno. So it wasn't when they sacked him.
It's like a bottle of beer and champagne. Either way, they're both going to get you drunk. So.
yeah. It's a good analogy. It's a good analogy thinking about it. Yeah, it's negative any way you look at it. But I remember last season you talk about Jose the last North London derby. It was at your place, wasn't it? With the Lamela Rabona, That was at your place, wasn't it?
Oh,
The Emirates?
don't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you beat us. You still beat us. Yeah, but you still beat us. That's the thing.
That's the only thing that thing deserved. Like,
we were useless. We were so negative in that game.
Yeah.
From the very first whistle, we were so negative. The only scoreline there could have been is an Arsenal victory. If we do that this Sunday, oh man! If Nuno goes with similar tactics this Sunday, I don't know what I'm going to do.
This is what I've said. I mean, this is what I said, and I've said it numerous times again, and I say it with every side that I probably do a preview with. Go at Arsenal, press them. They'll fall apart. You press us, we'll fall apart. You go at us, you will fall apart. It's as simple as that. That's all you have to do.
That's all Jose had to do last season. It was clear. But we didn't do it. And don't expect it to happen this Sunday, boys. Lucas, Stephen, Arsenal fans in the chat, don't expect that to happen. You've told us your weaknesses. It's clear to see your weaknesses, but we'll still be negative. I guarantee it.
No, but what's worse as well is then you'll do that, and then we'll sit there and we'll go, Arteta's the masterclass. These Arteta fans who are probably all there at the Wimbledon game, so about 12 years old, they know nothing better about the football club, right? They're probably going to go, oh, look, he beat Tottenham. What a wonderful manager. Right? Oh, my God. Right? So, even last season, the Arteta fans that were there still giving it, oh, yeah, we outplayed them and this, that, and the other. Well, it's not difficult against that ball, right? Seriously. It's not exactly like they came at us. If they wanted to come at us, they would have destroyed us. Like they did it in their own ground. If they played like they did in their own ground, right, in the previous North London derby, they would have done exactly the same thing, tore us apart. Right. The only thing I think different is if you do that like you did this season at your ground with the left-hand side, the one player I would say is Tomiyasu has come in. Is for me, he's been the 2 games he's played, he's been man of the match. And I could already tell he's a solid defender. He does his job. He does his.
That's not what we want to hear. That is not what we want to hear. We were linked with him heavily.
He's quality. It's quality. I'm telling you, it's quality. Like because the reason is instead of just focusing on everyone worries about a right back going forward and scoring crosses. Right, a right back's not for that. The right back's there to defend the right side of the defence. Right, if he then can overlap and do crosses and go forward, brilliant. But his main job is to defend, and that's what he does. He may not be great going forward, but in terms of defending, it's great. So when you play the top 6, when you know you're not going to go forward a lot, right, which you might do against Tottenham if they decide to press you, right. The best player to play is him because you'll defend the right side of the pitch, especially against Son. Right? I'd love to see the battle between them two because that will be a battle to see. Right? That is one key battle of the area of the pitch we'll see all game.
There's going to be more on that than just simply the personnel. Honestly, the Spurs fans, the fellow streamers wanted Tomiyasu so much. I didn't know him. He played for Bologna beforehand. What I heard about him was I watched a lot of Serie A, but I didn't watch Serie A last season. What I heard about him was at Bologna was he's a jack of all trades. He can play right back, centre back, left back. He's both footed, either footed. He's equally as good on his right as he is his left, which is rare. So this is what we heard. This is what we heard about him. But I always, when I hear about those sorts of players, I'm like, I'd prefer them to have one position, just one position that they stick to, rather than a jack of all trades. But if it looks like if you said he started off really well at right back, then fantastic for you guys. But honestly, if he does one over on Son on the weekend, people will lose their shit. Spurs fans will lose their shit because we were linked with that boy for a long, long time. Honestly, he was the guy that we were linked with throughout. It was almost like Man City. We were linked with Tomiyasu as much as Man City were linked with Kane. It went on and on and on like that, and we didn't get the bloody signing. So that will not be good. If you get if you beat us and Tomiyasu gets anywhere close to man of the match,
Well, it's like Saliba, but like we would put
To be
Saliba
honest,
in
right,
the
if Tommy
defense right
Asu,
now
if Tom,
if we had the chance. Well, go on, Luca. Go on.
to be honest, right, sorry, mate. To be honest, right, Tommy Asu, right, if he scores the, Stephen knows what I'm going to say, but if Tommy Asu scores the winner against Tottenham, I guarantee you, right, if I said this before, and to Steve and Tommy, right, I said it's only 2 games, yeah, and he's looked very decent so far, and I'm impressive, yeah. I'll come out in a minute and say something, right. And I hope Stephen does clip this, right. If Tommy Asu
Decent. It's
scores
been
the
man of the
winner,
match in both games.
if Tommy Asu, yeah, I know, but if Tommy Asu, right, scores the winner against Tottenham, right, I'll come out in a minute and say, you know what, we've actually got a decent right back.
Don't push yourself, will you? Jesus, right? How about one? If he
Stephen, you might
scores
as
the
well clip
winner,
that now.
no. I'll get this, right? You can clip this, right? If Tommy Asu scores the winner, right? Do you know what you can do? Like you can sit there and say,
What?
Stephen, you were right, I was wrong. Well, Tommy Asu's a brilliant player. He's a brilliant player for this club, and will be a brilliant right back. How about that
All
one?
right, deal, mate. Deal, mate.
Right. But even if he does his job, against Son, Son doesn't score a goal, you could say he's a good defender.
Then fair enough. We've got ourselves a decent right back.
Oh, for God's
He's
sake,
not a
don't
world
push yourself.
class right back, but he'll be a decent signing.
There is a bit in between.
There is a difference between world class and decent.
Yeah, there's good and there's top class. And I think he's going to be top class.
How many games has he played for you? How many games has he played for you?
He's played 2 games so far.
Both clean sheets, I suppose.
Yeah, and in both clean sheets, and in both of those games, you hardly saw any crossing on that left-hand side. I didn't see hardly anything from that left-hand side of the opposition's attack, which is obviously his right-hand side.
It's tricky though, isn't it? It's tricky because Burnley on the left. But to be fair, Burnley on the left, they got McNeil. I really, really rate Dwight McNeil.
You never heard anything from that left-hand side of Burnley.
I think he's quality. Norwich less so. They sold Bendia, didn't they, on the left? And I don't think they got really a replacement. They got someone in, but he's not very well known. It's going to be different. It's going to be different against Spurs, mate. When when Son when Son comes inside and bangs an hat-trick in that top right corner, I say.
Yeah.
To be honest, my only worrying is about the North London derby. And I say this again: Son, right, is going to be the. Not only people say that Harry Kane is the main man to stop, and I know his record against Arsenal was brilliant, but I wouldn't be that sure that Kane's the only worry because I think he's not been up the best. And I know what you said on Let's Talk Tottenham today when I came on. You were saying that Kane scored that goal against Wolves and Dele Alli's assist. Yeah, it was all right, but could have been a little bit better. Do you actually feel like Kane is the main issue? Because if I was saying this to Stephen, right, to Tommy, Stephen, like if Kane scores the winning goal or he puts a decent performance, all that criticism, what he for Manchester City, he was linked and all that, would he forget about it? Will Tottenham's fan base generally forget about it and say, you know what, Kane, you're an absolute legend. You've scored the winner against our London rivals. Or do you feel like, okay, he's going to go in the January transfer window. He still wants his move.
Regardless, he's not going in January.
To be honest, Son's could be the main
chance
issue.
he's going in January.
No.
Absolutely no chance. I know Man City is still short of a striker, which surprises me. They haven't signed a striker. That's probably why they're not going to win the league. I think that's what's going to let them down in the end. They haven't signed a Aguero replacement, have they? But in terms of he won't be going. We said it earlier. I think we will forget to a certain degree. We'll forget to a certain degree if he gets, I don't know, say he gets a goal against you and we win, or gets a brace or whatever. Even if he scores a goal and we draw, and then he goes on a scoring run. We won't forget, but we will forgive to a certain extent. We'll forgive, but we won't.
Very interesting to know on Sunday if that happens.
It will be, because we know if Kane scores, it will go on a run in the league. To be fair, he scored against Wolves. So yeah, and as you say, he's got an unbelievable record against you boys. So you don't want him. You don't want him on form. But I'd say our biggest weapon right now is Son. Our biggest weapon is Son.
Oh, yeah.
Even the games we haven't won, he's looked sharp. He's looked sharp.
Because the reason I would say that as well is because, like, with Kane, the one thing with Kane since his sort of record with us, he's dropped more deep as a player himself. Now, whether that's a product of what Jose Mourinho was doing with him, we don't know, but it could be. But it makes Son more attacking threat than what Kane is. So the main threat, for me, is Son. If you nullify him, then I think it nullifies your whole team because it has to force Kane to play further forward. Who then takes up that spot that Kane's doing? What takes that position and what he's doing? Ndombele or anyone of that sort?
We haven't got number 10. We haven't got number 10 at all.
Thing. So if you ain't got number 10, who's going to take that position of what Kane's doing, which is dropping deep and providing for Son? No one. So for me, if you nullify Son, it nullifies the whole team completely. Because then Kane has to play further forward. He'll just get isolated as well, and there'll be no answer. So there's ways around it. There's both very big weaknesses up front. Defensively, though, if we look at defensively, obviously Arsenal's record is not great at all. People want to say he's such a great defensive coach. Yeah, he's even got a defensive coach to help him. It's really working, mate. Yeah. How's Tottenham's defensive frailties, Tommy? How do you look at that? Just before you do, just go through some more comments as well. It's my bad. You guys going to smash up Arsenal? Solo, I used to like
Solo.
you.
Yes, Solo.
Yeah, Solo, I used to like you. I want Arsenal to win this game. Big up, George. It's going to be a big test with Arteta. Arteta, after the bad start, I mean, winning at least two, where Spurs good start, but at least last two matches have been awful. A good game to watch as a neutral. Asked to get relegated this season. Solo, you're not even funny. Big up to the panel. Salutes. Well said, Tommy. Both managers are just as bad as each other, and Ollie is just bad. Yeah, you know what I mean. Good to see. Yeah. Oh, yes. Solo. By the way, yes, Solo. Yeah. Did you get hammered on Wednesday or Tuesday? Was it Tuesday? Wasn't it? No, Wednesday. It was Wednesday, wasn't it? Yeah. Did you get hammered on Wednesday? I just saw you out on the streets like last night. It looked like you were hammered. So great plan for tonight. Big up Vargav. Any what's this doing now? Go away.
They're not doing too well in the cups, are they, United? They lost to the Young Boys as well, didn't they? The week before they lost to Young Boys.
Yeah. Young Boys. No, don't. I'm not even going to get into singing that song. Anyway, so yeah, defensively, how do you see the defensive priorities with Tottenham?
Yeah, last season it was a massive problem. It's clear we needed a centre back over the summer. Centre back was the main position we needed to fill. Since the Tongan went, Sanchez has been a liability, quite frankly. He cost a lot of money back in the day. Sanchez, he had a very good first season when we signed him from Ajax, like nearly £40 million.
What's very funny is that everyone said our main area to get was someone next to Partey. Everyone said that. Yeah, and that Eddie's saying, "Oh no, defenders was our most important area." We've got
£50 million on Ben White. £50 million on Ben White suggests that.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is just, yeah. We were saying Granit when he's come out and saying we had Granit Xhaka. He said, "Hang on, you were trying to sell the geezer."
I thought he was gone. But what were they talking about in Euros? I thought he was gone. But the way they were speaking in Euros, I thought he was definitely gone.
Yeah, I said after the Euros he was getting signed. Right, and now because of the sake of $5 million, they didn't sign him. They didn't reduce their offer $5 million to sell it for $12 million. And now he's come out and said, oh, yeah, but because we had Granit Xhaka, we're only going to buy someone to support him. But you wanted to sell the geezer. That makes no sense. So it wasn't in your plans to start with. Like, so for me,
he's a bit of a liability. But you know, our defense this season, it's new. Look, we've got a new right back, Emerson Royal. He's very, very attacking. He will leave space at the back. We've got a very aggressive defensive quartet. Like we've got 3 aggressive centre backs. Like Ramiro's come in from Atlanta. He cost 40-50 million pounds. He's a good player, but for me, it's unbalanced. Our team's unbalanced. We got rid of Toby in the summer. Toby Alderweireld. He was a deep centre back, and we got an aggressive centre back in. So now we've got 3 aggressive centre backs: Sanchez, Rodon, Ramiro, and we got 1 deep player, Dyer. So it means we have to play Dyer because you can't play 2 aggressive centre backs. That's a problem in itself because he's useless now. So yeah, you're going to get Dyer, and you're going to have a really aggressive centre back. Hopefully Ramiro comes good. We spent a lot of money on him. There are signs he could be a real player. We need a leader. We need a leader at the back there. But it's very, very early stages. So you can take advantage of this defence. We're still learning. As I said, Royal is new at right back. Reggie makes big errors at left back. Very good attacking, but makes big errors at left back. So yeah, you can take us apart there. You can take us apart there. But have you got the attack to do so? That's the question, isn't it? Have you got the attack to take advantage? Like, what's happening with your strikers, man? Alba and Lacazette. Like, I don't know what are we in for.
Do you know what people might be saying he's scoring goals right now, but he's only scored like what, 1 goal and 1 or 2 goals. I think it's 1-2 goals in the league now. It's 2 in the league. Norwich apparently.
Aubameyang. Okay.
Yeah,
Aubameyang's only scored 2 goals in the league and a hat-trick against West Brom in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah. But like I said, it's Oba. I'll keep saying it until the cows come home. He's finished. He's finished at this club. He needs to move. We need to move on because it's not gonna last the way it is right now. So for me, he needs to go. Where he goes, I don't know. For me, it doesn't really matter. But Lacazette would probably be the preferred choice because I would choose over if I was Arteta, but I'm not Arteta, and the guy's clueless. And because the reason I say that is because he gets people more involved with playing more. It suits Arteta's style a lot more. And we ain't got. The problem is also, and I will say this with Oba, is that we got no number 10. We don't think forward, right? We've got no one that's got vision we can see the vision of the ball. That, like most of the time as fans, you'll see the ball where they want it played and where you want it played to go and play it. Like sometimes you'll see the pass before they do, right? And you think, and you're screaming at the TV, pass it, just let it go. And you'll go on and score. And then they don't do it. They go past backwards. Right? And that's the problem with Arsenal. We just don't think forward. And because we don't think forward, it's always pass slow, back, left, right, side to side, slow, dull football. And then what that does is then if we do get forward at any point, our strikers don't move. They're static. They're just stand there. So you don't stretch teams, you don't stretch defenders, create space to drawing defenders out, so then other players can then exploit those areas. So then we don't be able to break down teams. So unfortunately, and that's again down to Arteta's tactics because Arteta doesn't know how to break down low block. Simple as that. Let alone actually how to create a low block that now. He used to be able to do a defender low block, but he can't seem to break one down. And that problem of being able to break any teams down has been there since the start of his reign. Since the very start. Because I remember we lost 1-0 to Aston Villa at home in I think it was after we beat Man City in the semi-final. We lost 1-0 against Aston Villa at home.
No, that was
because we could
Villa away actually.
He went on a little run though, didn't he? He went on a little run early on. I think it was, I don't know, because he came at the end of one season, didn't he? He come at the end of a season, close to the end of a season or something. Or I don't know, I might have got it mixed up. But I know for a fact that he went on a little run and people were raving about him. They were like, this is the next big thing. Michael Arteta's going to smash it, this, that, and the other. But that didn't last long. It didn't last very long, did it? I mean, he looks like he's playing this strategy. He's using the same style formation and strategy as Pep did at Man City. But he's got the players. He's got the players at Man City to put that in to make sure he's got an imprint. He's imprinted that style. Pep's got a completely different team. I mean, Arteta had to go another. He had to manage a lower club, didn't he? I mean, if it's top championship or lower level Prem before he came to you, he doesn't deserve. I don't think he should have gone straight into like a Europa League top 4 team. He shouldn't have.
Is exactly like Lampard. Why is
Lampard? But at least he went to Derby. But at least he had something. He went to Derby for a season. At least he had something. Arteta's had nothing, has he? Other than Man City assistant.
No, he's had absolutely nothing at all. Absolutely,
and that's a big problem. That's a big problem.
But this is where it makes it unpredictable. Because if anyone I'm going to trust to do a low block and actually win the game, I'd trust Nuno over Arteta. Right, and don't forget, some of the fan base would, to be honest, we take any manager over Arteta now. But some even fans before it got so bad were even saying get Nuno in and get him out. Right, so
you were looking at Nuno, weren't you? You were looking at Nuno in the summer. So it's a weird one. I mean, who's available? This is a problem. If Nuno carries on like this, it's not the results. Look, we got 9 points out of 15. It's not the results. It's the type of foot we're playing. It's so negative. It's unbelievably negative. And if we carry on playing like this up until Christmas and we're not in the top 6, we're like 8th, 9th, we can talk about letting him go. We can talk about sacking him. But who's there? Who can you pick? Who can you appoint? I mean, we just talked about Lampard. He's not in a job. Nobody's touching Lampard. You got Conte. He's not coming to Arsenal or Spurs. Let's face it. So there's not a lot. There's not a lot to look out for, and that's the problem with starting a manager. You start a season with a manager. You pretty much got to end the season with a manager. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to get someone in the summer. We got Nuno in, who effectively got sacked from Wolves. It's not good enough for Spurs. It's not good enough for Spurs. He was effectively sacked from Wolves, and we get for finishing 12th, and we're getting him in. And we want to finish 6th. It makes no sense whatsoever. And the same with you guys. You can't really sack Arteta because there's no one there. There's no one there to take over.
Well, look, I mean, to be fair, like, as much as, and everyone do smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, please, as well. If people want to know what's happening right now, so far what's happening on this, by the way, just a quick pause on it, is that anything that I'll be doing at the minute on the channel will just be anything of previews, reviews, and watch-alongs. There won't be any shows or anything like that unless I feel up to them, because at the minute I am stuck in hospital and I really want to try and make sure I get that sorted and get home so I can then start everything up at work again. So if I'm not there, then obviously there's no preview or review to be had. So big up Retro as well. Big up King Sait. Keep up Hey Sport. Big up. Hi. As always, well. Yes, Munzi. How are you? He left Wolves. They never.
Can I answer this? He left Wolves. They never sacked him. Effectively, he was sacked. They weren't going to offer him a new contract, so it's mutual. Yeah. When it's mutual, it means that the club don't want him anymore. Pretty much, they can say it's you know, they can say it's mutual circumstances. Nuno didn't want to leave. He finished 12th. He finished 12th. It was his worst season in the Premier League. Finished 7th the first 2 seasons under Wolves. Great finishes, and then 12th. So yeah, he was effectively sacked. They can call it mutual all they want, but he was sacked. They wanted to play a more attacking, vibrant style of football. They've got that with their current manager, their new manager Wolves, but I think they've lost 4 and 1-1 with it. But yeah, this negative football is not good. This negative football is not good for us.
No, I mean, like, I don't think, because like the one thing you can rely on negative football is that the reason why Perry may work for like someone like a George Graham is because he has defenders and then right balance in the team to be able to transfer it. So Luke, I'm just gonna have to drop because delete now. It's just not working. Yeah, so it's obviously to me that that it would work for someone like George Graham because he had the right balance in the team to be able to defend and then attack and score goals. Arsenal at the minute and also Tottenham at the minute don't have that. We're very good attacking, right? We've got great attacking players. You've got Dele Alli still in there. You've still got Ndombele. You've got Kane, Son. Is Lamela there or is he gone now?
He's gone. He's off.
Oh, good. All right. Not that I don't like have any regrets. Twat. More.
I'm one of the first that wanted him to go. To be fair, so yeah, he scored 2 Rabonas. So that's it, pretty much. 8 years, he scored 2 Rabonas. That is it. There's not a lot more he done in his first career.
Yeah. So Mora, is he still there? Is he gone?
Lucas is still there. Yeah, Lucas is still there. I'm not sure if he'll start on the weekend. He's carrying an injury. He's been very good in pre-season. He's probably through pre-season and the start of the season. He was magnificent.
Like I said, you've got some great. You've got more attacking player. Great. You've got more quality going forward than you have defense. It's the same with Arsenal.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
work.
For sure.
So that's why it wouldn't work. So, but that's why it doesn't work, and that's why we end up like we are, having to maybe commit more defensively because we haven't got the confidence to be able to defend of what we've got or use what we've got to defend and then be able to go forward from there, right? And like recently we've been playing Party as a single DM. What? Why are we playing? Why are we doing that as a single DM? I think it was against Burnley. I think it was against our last game was against Burnley, where he decided to play a whole new system. He's
under pressure though, isn't he? You know, that's what happens when a manager's really, trying to keep his job. But they just consistently change things, don't they? And it's problematic. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, he did. He tried a new formation. He tried a 4-1-4-1. And again, we were lucky to get a goal in that game, which was the only goal we got. People were saying, people sitting there and they're saying, oh, yeah, we deserve to win the game. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching it and I'm looking at this, and we looked at the stats of it. In fact, Burnley had more shots than we did, and we both had 3 on target. So both of us could have won the game, right? Both of us could have won the game. So it could have gone either way. But because we scored a free kick, that makes it all better. No.
We could easily be sitting on the same points as you. We could easily be sitting on 6 points at 15. We deserve to lose to Wolves. We should have lost the Wolves. Somehow we beat them. So we could have been sitting here with 2 wins and 3 losses. So we really are in the same boat in a lot of ways. Not only are we 4 miles apart geographically and bitter rivals, but it looks like we're playing the same football with negative managers.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. But I love how you say about with other pressure managers. But like even the semi-final of the Europa League. You played 4-2-3-1 before and it works. You've got your 4-2-3-1 has got you all the way to that point. But I'm going to be like Pep because you saw Pep do it last night and it beat them. You're going to do exactly the same thing and play a false 9 with a kid who's never played a false 9 in his life, right? So you just sell Smith Rowe down there with her. well, we're not that stupid. We're not that stupid to take it out on Smith Rowe. Like if like so, and it's again like you're playing Partey as a single DM, and you think we're going to sit there and think, why aren't Partey playing well? That's not like what a waste of talent. No, of course not. We're going to sit there and we're going to sit there and we're going to say no. He shouldn't be playing as a DM. He's not a DM. He's a box to box. What are you doing? And for me, it just spells. It smells to me like it's 18 months down, 20 months down the line, and we have still got a manager who doesn't know what his best system is, what his best formation is, what his best tactics are, what his best lineup is, what the plan B is. He's got no idea. And you see sometimes during the Burnley game, or even during the Norwich game, I'm seeing parts of the game where we're trying to lob the ball forward and get the ball forward as a target man sort of situation. Then we realise that don't work. We try and play through the lines. Then we try and play on the wings. Right? Then we try and play back through the lines again. So it's all like, you know what I mean?
So this process bullshit, it's not much of a process really, is it?
Ain't any, mate, no, it's a PRocess. It's a PRocess. Right? Right, I'm gonna destroy you with my PR. That's what I'm gonna do. Right, it's got nothing to do with a process whatsoever. This guy could even process me. Right, you know what I mean? This guy doesn't know what he's doing at all. And I'm trying to be polite here. So, yeah,
he's got no experience. We just said he's got no experience as a manager to fall back on and say, oh, this is what I could do. This worked out at a smaller club. He's learning on the job, and he's learning at, quite frankly, a big club. You're not a big club right now. You're like us. You're struggling. You can't attract the best players. But he came in, and you're still a big club. You're still a big club when you came in. I mean, in the ESL, you're part of it. When the ESL comes about, us, both of our clubs, we're part of it. So we're the two of the best clubs in Europe, quite frankly, certainly two of the richest. We're playing this negative football, and you're bringing a manager in that's never had experience, and we're bringing a manager in that was sacked by Wolves. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
To be fair, as much as he's got a point, this has got draw written all over it, but then it could go either way if both teams decide to just.
I think you're muted. I think you're muted, Luca. I think you muted yourself.
No, it's the internet's not working, mate.
It's just the internet, is it?
Yeah, the internet's just not working. No, the internet's not working, mate. I'm sorry.
Can't you go out, Luca? Can't you go and walkabouts? We was on a stream earlier, and it was like he's doing his shopping. It was like he's doing his shopping or something, out and about. So try that one, man, if you can.
No, I think the internet's screwed that way.
But I think D-Star said it is. It really does have draw written all over it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be many goals. I honestly don't think there's going to be many goals.
Yeah, Luke, I'm gonna have to drop you out. Sorry, I'm gonna have to drop you out, mate. Because it ain't working. It ain't working. So I'm gonna have to go for some more comments anyway. Nuno is BTEC Mourinho without trophies. As defensive as Graham, Prime Mourinho, Conte, and Simeone, they know how to set up the attack. I'll get your game down as a draw. I can't call it. It's sad to see back in the days when Arsenal Spurs used to be so attacking on the Wenger, Harry went that. The game used to be so entertaining. They were Sait. I always enjoyed it. Like you said, both sides went out and attacked for it. Let's try and get this one out. Right, there you go. So yeah, clear sight now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Clear as day. Clear as day.
Yeah, I've gone down the corridor, so.
Yeah, right. So, like, how do you see this game playing out, Luca?
To be honest, I said it on Let's Talk Tottenham channel this morning, and I think this game can go either way, to be honest, because if you think about it, Tottenham, they've conceded 8 goals in the last 3 games. It's a bit similar to what we did. We conceded 9 goals in the first 3 games, which I was quite surprised. And I'm kind of confident we can get something out of this game. And my heart is saying we can win 2-1, but my head is saying I can see this being a draw, like not many, maybe like quite 1-1 maybe, or 2-2 or something like that. No more than 2 goals, because the thing is, Tottenham will be up for this, despite they've not won in the last couple of games, and they've conceded 8 goals. Like, we conceded 9 goals going into the international break, and then from the international break, we beat 2 or 3 oppositions in all competition. But I don't know who said it, but I think you said it, Tommy, or someone said it on the channel. Harry Kane, Eric Dyer, Dele Alli, or them lot, they've got passion or something like that, and they'll know what the North London derby means to them. And I'm not just saying it because they're England, they played for England and that, but they'll know what it means for the North London derby for them. And to be honest, I think it will be a very, very difficult game for us, but I'm confident we can get something out of the game because of our record at the Emirates. Stephen, because of our record at the Emirates, and technically we've only lost twice since we've moved to the Emirates, so
yeah, I mean, as I said, we haven't beat you for a long time.
And I said it. I said
away
stats.
from home in a league, which is madness. Quite frankly, it's madness when it's a struggling Arsenal over the last 5 or 6 years. Let's face it, you're not the Arsenal of old, but you used to hammer us twice a season, every season.
Those were the days.
Yeah, it's worrying. It's law of averages, isn't it? Law of averages dictates we're going to win. Records are there to be broken. We're going to beat you this season.
I will admit, like 2004 as well, as 10 years old, it was one of the best football seasons of my life. Like, just watching my team win at North London.
Was that the Invincibles? Was that the Invincibles year? Or?
Yeah, just watching my team win at White Hart Lane is just a beautiful thing. Like, it would have been a win.
Judas was involved in that as well, wasn't he? Judas.
Sol Campbell, was it Sol Campbell? Was it? Yeah. How was it? He went from Tottenham from one season and the next to a double winning side.
Yeah, it's hard to take. It's hard to take.
At the
time, you're like, you bastard, this, that, and the other. But you've got to look. He's won titles. He's part of that unbelievable team. It's just the fact that he was our captain and he left for nothing. We didn't get a penny for him. Not a penny. If you give us £20 million, £30 million, it would have hurt. It wouldn't have been so bad. But not a penny. Not a penny for our captain, and he goes and wins everything. Yeah, it's hard. That's where my general hate for Arsenal comes from. Forget the geography and the whole North London stuff. That's where my hate stems from. You nicked our captain and you won, and you become the Invincibles. You didn't lose a single game and won the Premier League title. I think it was the following season. Was it that season or the season after? Yeah, it was within 2 years of him going. So that's where a lot of my Arsenal hate stems from, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen the picture of Sol Campbell where, like, he's haunting over like the high White Hart Lane.
No, I ain't. I've seen a lot of pictures. I don't want to see any picture. I don't want to see anything. When it comes to Sol Campbell, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in his interviews. I'm not interested in his Sky Sports commentary. I'm not interested.
No. I'm just reading this. It's from Arsenal's Twitter. From when the White Hart Lane went down, like, when you finally knocked it over to transfer.
Yeah.
Now it says, thanks for the memories. Like 71 and 2004, like at White Hart Lane plus Sol Campbell. Thanks for the memories.
It's rough, man.
Love it.
It's rough. It's a rough deal.
Love it. Let's see this. Mate, look, you lot can laugh at me already. I'm stuck in hospital, so that's cool. Let's go. At least I've got something to deal with the pain. So yeah, big up, Stephen. I hope you're well, mate. Yeah, like I said, can you take my Yeah, if you want to, man. If you want to, there's no problem. Okay. Big up Danny's. Think Spurs will win it myself. Yeah, I mean it's difficult to. It's difficult to call it. If you guys have got time, do you know if you want to do an all-time 11, an all-time XI quickly? If you guys, have got
yeah,
time.
I can do it for about 15 minutes. I can do it for about 50 if we've got 15 minutes. I've got to get some grub. Well. I've got to get some grub, and then I'm doing my own stream a bit later. Oh, Luca, mine's starting at 8:30. By the way, I just told Lucas. I just told Stephen. Is that all right? I've got another preview on my channel, 8:30. Are you right for 8:30?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, 8:30 is fine. It gives me time to get something to eat. So
yeah, all right. Let's quickly do this then. Let's quickly do this.
All-time 11. We're talking Premier League 11.
Yeah, we're talking like all-time
anything
11.
really in general. Anything, mate, in general.
I never saw Gaza play, but I don't know. You've got to put Gaza in, haven't you?
I think you got to try and squeeze him in somewhere.
The rest of it's going to be you, basically, because my lifetime has been the Premier League, so I can only.
Unless you want to do a common one, that doesn't mind me.
Whatever happens, it's probably going to be all you in it, basically. But the big debate is Henry or Kane.
Yeah, actually, yeah. All right, we'll go. Do you know what?
Or you can play 4-4-2. If we play 4-4-2, then we'll be happy. Play 4-4-2, I'm happy. Then we've got Kane and Henry. Big up, actually, D-Star. I haven't seen you in the chat before, man. If anyone is new and they're in the chat, do hit the subscribe button. As you see, it's for the Just Giving page link down below. Just Giving page link down below to donate to the charity. Super chat as well to donate to the charity as well as the membership scheme. You get great perks with all this, any of the selections you make for of any of the schemes you go for. But you donate to Children's Liver Disease Foundation and support research that goes into keeping people alive, though, in here. Well, not exactly in here, but in Kings, but in hospitals, in a sense. So stop me doing this all the time. Smash that subscribe, smash that like. Subscribing and liking is completely free, and hit the notification bell. If you hit that notification bell, then you're notified half an hour. I think it's half an hour before you go live, and then when you go live, I do that with all the people I subscribe to, my fellow streamers like Stephen and that. So hit the notification bell as well. It makes you aware.
The same as me as well. Hit the notifications on my channel. I'm on the road to 1,200 subscribers by November.
100%, man. 100%.
Right, so here we go. Right, so we're going to start with in goal. Who's going in goal? I want to take one.
Luis.
No. We're talking all-time 11 here. Right? Right. Seaman's got to be one, hasn't he?
Seaman.
It's got to be. I'm thinking Seaman or Lloris.
Lehman
was underrated, though, wasn't he? Lehman was underrated.
Lehman wasn't. He had one good season and he was a flop.
Really? I think a lot of it comes down. He replaced Seaman, didn't he? He replaced Seaman.
Yeah, but the thing is, for me, I think that most of that season was because we had such a good defence.
Yeah.
Our defence was too
difficult.
Big, massive centre backs.
It's very difficult. I would take Seaman.
If you look at the build of Toure and Campbell in that centre back role, look at the build of Ben White and Holding. There's the problem. There you go.
And we know which players we want. If you want to replace Toure and Campbell, right? We know which defenders there is out there to be like a Toure and Campbell. We all know which defender it is, but we're not going to do that, aren't we?
Who's that?
Realistically, Koulibaly, players like that. But we're not going to.
Yeah. There's other players you can buy without having to buy the most expensive.
You can get William Saliba back. Cool potential to be like that.
Well, he has got, that's why we didn't need to buy a defender.
No.
But yeah, so right back, who are we going for?
Lee Dixon.
Not Lauren
Mike.
doesn't get a shot?
Yeah, it's Lauren for you. It's Dixon or Lauren, isn't it?
Yeah, who's the better?
For us, it's Carl Walker. For us, it's Carl Walker. Because
Carl Walker's been quality.
Yes.
He has been quality. He's been quality in the Euros as well. I don't know. Let's open it to anyone who like. We've given out our suggestions in the chat. Make it in the chat. Just say who you want us to choose. So Carl
leave that one till later. Leave that one till later. Leave that one till later.
Yeah. Centre back pairing. I would
Tony
say.
Adams.
You've got Tony Adams there. You've got
Ledley King.
Ledley King's got to go in there. I'm sorry, but Ledley King's got to go in there.
Right.
If he was fit, honestly, he's the great. I mean, even Henri said he's the best defender I've ever come up against. So, yeah, I think Ledley King's got to go in there. And
Ledley King, Cole Campbell.
I think. Do you know what? We talked about him. It's gonna have to be. It's got to be Campbell or it's got to be Campbell Adams. Yeah, as Lucas said, probably Adams is between those two, isn't it?
I won't put Campbell there just to wonder what the fuck up.
Koscielny?
No.
Oh, get out of it.
Senderos.
Oh no. Let's not. Let's please. Let's not. No, I think we'll go for Adams. I can't leave out Adams. Adams is my guy. Childhood. Ashley Cole's.
Danny as a Spurs fan says Lauren, so it's got to be Lauren, hasn't it?
Lauren's got to go in. So
He's got to go in, hasn't he?
There you go then. Cole.
Yeah, left back. We've had nothing. We've literally had nothing at left back. So
yeah,
you put who you want in there. You put who you want in there.
As much as I hate the guy. Who are we going to put in the midfield then? Patrick Vieira, and who's going to go in the midfield?
It's got to be Vieira, in it.
Vieira, I'm sure you've had a better midfielder in there.
It's got to be Gascoigne. Gascoigne was unbelievable.
Yeah, Gaza. It's got to be Gaza, isn't it?
It was ridiculous. I never got to see that guy play, but it's got Vieira, probably Vieira and Gaza.
Vieira's got to be in there. He's battered you as a player and as a manager.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I still can't get over that loss. I'm going to have nightmares for a long, long time. 3-0 to Crystal Palace. Fucking hell.
That's
Had to turn Crystal Palace in your arch rivals in 30 seconds in 90 minutes.
That's embarrassing, mate.
It's more than embarrassing. I
think he gets the point.
It's not even. If you watch the actual whole game, they could have won 8-0. They literally could have won 8-0. It was that bad.
He put invincible settings on you, mate. He put invincible settings on. I'm gonna go. So we're gonna go Gaza.
Just put Gaza, man.
So who are we going to put on the right?
You've had better right wingers than us, that's for sure. We've had nothing again. We've had Darren Anderton and Aaron Lennon over the last 25 years.
Youngbird? Overmars?
He wasn't there long, but he was incredible, wasn't he?
Overmars.
Yeah, he wasn't there long, but he was incredible, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Sanchez? Where was Sanchez? Sanchez was more
left.
More on the left.
More left.
Alexis Sanchez.
No, Alexis Sanchez was on the left. Alexis Sanchez was on the left.
Sanchez in there. I wouldn't put Sanchez in there.
He was unbelievable for you, though, wasn't he? Sanchez.
He was unbelievable.
He was, but I wouldn't put him in there. Not in the all-time 11.
I would put Lundberg in there myself. I didn't really know much of Mark Overmars, to be honest. I was only 4 years old. So I couldn't really.
We can't. Whatever happens, he's not going to be a Spurs player. So Darren Anderson, Aaron Lennon. That's all you got to choose from. So yeah.
So would I.
Yeah, I'm not putting Aaron Lennon in there. You can get lost. Not over Lumbo.
Especially Yumbo with his red hair back in the day.
Oh yeah, I went. I did a mad hair day for that. At school. It was funny. It's with a G in it. It's got a G in it. Whoops.
Paul Gascoigne.
What? There you go. On the left.
There's so many options. There's so many options, isn't there? Son.
Perez.
Perez, yeah.
Wait.
Perez, Son. There was another one that hit me. Who's the other one? Bale, innit?
Bale.
Gareth Bale. He was incredible. Gareth Bale was better than back in the day. Gareth Bale was better than Son. I'd just put him above Son because he was incredible.
Was he better than Perez though?
That's the problem. That's the biggest problem.
Oh my god, that's.
I love Son, but Bale just changed games. When he had his pace, he was a complete game changer.
No. Who do you put? I want everyone in the chat now, right? Bale or Perez?
I'm voting for Bale.
Of course you would. I'm voting for Perez. Right, Luca, don't start singing rival songs now. I'm back in team. Oh, it's gone quiet.
That would be some team. I mean, Vieira and Gascoigne in the centre. That would be some team.
That would be some team, innit? I've got to put Perez in there. I'm sorry. I've got to put Perez in there.
I'm not happy, but you can have him. The only thing I can't get whenever you say Perez, is that penalty. Whenever you say Perez, it's that penalty.
It's got to be Perez.
I'll let you have Bale.
Put slash. Just put slash.
Bale.
Yeah, but
Bale was right in his prime back in like 2012, 2013. But Bale now these days is poor. But
you can't. No.
In their prime, I think we've got to look at in their prime.
This is the point.
Yeah, I guess so.
If we started judging all their players now, we might as well have all Tottenham players in there, right? Because none of these players that we're picking are in their prime, are they now?
No.
They're all retired.
Oh, you could argue Kane a little. Well, yeah, I don't know. We'll see with Kane.
Yeah, well, Kane's not really exactly in his prime no more, is he? So, let's be honest. Kane. Oh, Bergkamp.
Nah, sorry.
Bergkamp?
If you can have Bergkamp, you can have Bergkamp, but you can't have Henry then. You can have Bergkamp, but you can't have Henry.
Oh, what the hell?
Kane's up there, man.
Henry and Kane. Thierry Henry and Harry Kane.
Oh, hang on.
Thierry Henry and Harry Kane.
So you were saying Thierry Henry and Harry Kane. Do you know what's funny?
What?
Right. Did you hear what the Gunner said on the terrace?
I haven't watched his recent one. No.
He said Bergkamp's levels was above Henry. But I disagree. I disagree with him.
I say Henry. I say Henry, mate. But
I disagree with him. I said Henry.
Bergkamp was an unbelievable player, but I think Henry, mate. Just some of the movements he had over the years, like my favourite Thierry Henry goal has to be that one when he did against United over Martinez.
I mean, to me, that centre is incredible. When you look at Adam, Vieira, Gascoigne, Henry and Kane, all of those in their prime, that is, that's Champions League winners every season.
Perez or Bale, one of them on the bench.
I mean, to be fair, if you had Cole and Bale on that left-hand side as fullback, you would be shitting yourself. Imagine as a right back with that pace. Cole and Bale. Oh, Cole and Bale, like,
Oh my
what are you going to do?
You know, can I ask you a question about that? Go on, carry on, and then I'll ask a question.
No, man. I was just going to say, right back and right mid. The right hand side is not that strong, really, is it? It's not that strong for either of us over the years.
The thing is, right? If people saying that Chelsea are unstoppable at the moment, you put that Chelsea side currently now against that Arsenal side, surely Arsenal would beat that. The Arsenal side, what we've got on now on the screen, against Tuchel's Chelsea side right now.
Oh yeah.
Who would win? Who would win?
Oh, hang on. This ain't the Arsenal side we've got on now is not exactly an Arsenal. If you're saying we had our invincible side of 2004.
Yeah, against the current Chelsea side right now.
We've wiped the floor with them. What are you on about? We destroy them.
Never say never. It would be 50-50.
Nah, we destroy them. We destroy them.
I'm sure Tommy's actually thinking of something.
I'm trying to think because it's different eras. It's always difficult to say because fitness levels have gone up and that. But in terms of just pure quality, you'd have to go with the old Arsenal team. You'd have to go with the Arsenal team, wouldn't you?
Werner would be running like a baby because he'd be bullied like hell.
Lukaku against Tony Adams.
No, Tony Adams. What are you on about? It's our Invincibles team. Tony Adams would be put on the floor by Campbell, and he'd be told to just sit there and just say, "Get up when you're told." They wouldn't get anywhere near them two as defenders. Didn't get near us, with their strike force because our defenders would just put them down. Get down, and then simple as that. We bully them. Absolutely score them. And even then, even if they decide to try and play and build up possession, we'll just hit them on the break. Right? If you saw when we even the 2 goals we scored against Tottenham, where we drew to win the title, right? They all came from counter-attacks. It wasn't us pressing forward and just cutting through them. That was due to us press. It all came from 2 corners, 2 set pieces. And it took 3 players for us to walk down the other end and score. So that's the thing. For me, nah. Them lot. I'm sorry, Chelsea. You got Chelsea. All them Chelsea fans can say what they like. Right, their team now would not beat Arsenal's Invincibles. End of. You'd have to go in season unbeaten to try and prove it. Because no one. I still say it now. No one in the modern day is going to do what we did, which is go a season. No, don't get me wrong. I would rather have won the Champions League than have that record, right? Than have that gold trophy. I'd rather have a Champions League. But I still say it is a record that will never be broken in the Premier League because of how competitive it is. Because at any given day,
it'd be difficult. I think never say never. But I think with the, I mean, you just look at it this season; it's almost impossible. Out of the top 4, who's going to win?
Look at the top 4. You can't even tell in the top 4 who's going to win which game.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be, I don't think it would happen.
At least, like back then, you could tell with Arsenal, Man United it could go either way, and maybe even with Chelsea, you sort of felt Arsenal were going to beat them because of Ranieri. So in that season, you couldn't decide Arsenal, and if you saw the next season where we haven't had to play some of our kids against Chelsea, we still drew with them. So in those times there were only 1 or 2 teams equal to us. Now there's 4 or 5 teams equal to each other. There's no way it's going to happen. And also the way the money's spread out is that the bottom teams are now getting to spend and sort of spend themselves so they've got a chance against these bigger teams. There you go. But anyway, going to go through the last comments. I'm going to wrap it up. Can't come past me for you guys. Yes, mate, definitely. Hopefully you can pick up some points. He can't be confident against Liverpool. Tough game for both sides. Yeah, Tony, I was gonna. Do you know what? If I wasn't in hospital, mate, I'd be doing a watch along, mate. But I've had to cancel that. Just gonna be doing the make sure I do the Arsenal stuff for now. But if we get a chance to get you on, we'll get you on. Don't you worry about that. Because I was gonna do that, man. James, not confident enough for a challenge for us. But hey, you never know. You have a good evening, fella. Cheers. No worries, James. Big up. Arteta out. Big up. Glad to see you up and about. Hope you start getting even better. Yeah, well, depends how it goes here in a minute. This groin's killing me, but we move. But just I don't know how long I'll be stuck in here. So at the minute. But as soon as I know a time I can come out, I'll let you know, guys. But we'll come to the industry show anyway. So Tommy, where can they find you, mate?
Big up. Thanks ever so much for having me on. It's been a privilege. I love coming on your channel. I love these neutral streams where we don't just have to talk Spurs, even if it's a North London derby and it's full of Arsenal. It's been a difficult couple of years, so it's good to get out of Spurs headspace now and again. Thanks for having me. I've got a channel of my own, Tommy Talks Balls. Ball. I keep someone put balls earlier on. It's Tommy Talks Ball. There's no plural. Someone put it on earlier. No, it's TTB. Let's just call it TTB. People give me a lot of stick for that before. It's Spurs talk. It's Spurs talk, but I'm trying to get into more of the neutral zone. So I adhere to fans of all teams. That's what I'm trying to go.
When you say Tommy Talks Balls and you call it TTB, then somebody starts saying Tommy Tickles Balls.
Yeah, I've got to. Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough deal. I should have stuck with Spurs on TV. That was my initial name. But no, the reason I did change it is because I want to be doing more neutral stuff, and I will be probably quieting down on the Spurs stuff a little bit. I'll still be doing Spurs stuff the next few weeks, but I do want to get into more of the neutral zone. At 8 o'clock, now 8:30 tonight, we're doing the same sort of thing on my channel with these boys, with Big Steve Featley, and Luca's Life. And I've got a Spurs fan with me as well, so it's sort of 2 on 2. That's happening at 8:30 on Tommy Talks Ball. So get over there, subscribe, and watch me. But not before you subscribe to this channel. If you've watched this, you've enjoyed this, well, you must have if you're still watching it. Make sure you sub, make sure you like. And if you're watching the recorded version, comment. It all helps. It helps these channels grow. And it's brilliant. We've all got to 1,000 subs now, haven't we? We've all worked hard. We've all got to 1,000 subs. But we still need those likes. We still need those likes and subs. So, cheers, boys. It's been great.
Brilliant, thank you. Luca, where can I find you, mate?
Find me on YouTube. This is Luca's Life.
Sorry, just before you go, I will say, Connor, thanks for that. I hope, hopefully, because Verstappen's starting about, hopefully Mercedes will do that. And
big up, Connor. Big up,
go on, Luca.
Yeah, thanks for that. Find me on YouTube, guys, everyone. First things first, follow me on Twitter, Martinelli AFC1. And YouTube-wise, this is Luca's Life. Tomorrow, I've got Stephen and Tommy Talks Ball, shall I say, coming on 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So I will be live currently where I am now. And so tomorrow, we've got a stream on my channel to obviously do the preview for tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the morning. And then if you want to catch me, I'll be on Tommy's channel tonight in about an hour's time. And that's what I've got coming up. And we're on the road to 1,200.
Wicked. But even then, make sure to smash the like, smash the subscribe if you haven't. If you want to become a member and support the charity even more by donating as monthly sum each month, do hit the join button down below. Really does help. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll speak to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.